That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the most unbelievable and extraordinary stories from around the world. Today, we have a sensational claim that sounds like it's straight out of a comic book. Imagine being bulletproof. Sounds crazy, right? Well, former President Donald Trump recently made an astonishing statement that has left people both baffled and intrigued. He said, "The doctors said they've never seen a body that is bulletproof like my body. They tested my DNA and it wasn't DNA, it was USA." Let's break down this incredible claim and explore the implications. Let's get into it. Our story begins with a recent speech given by Donald Trump at a rally. As always, Trump made headlines with his bold statements, but this time, he went a step further. He claimed that doctors had discovered his body was bulletproof and that his DNA was uniquely American. This statement left many people scratching their heads. To understand the context and the potential truth behind this claim, we need to dive deep into the details. Trump said, "The doctors said they've never seen a body that is bulletproof like my body. They tested my DNA and it wasn't DNA. It was USA." Trump's claim quickly went viral, sparking a flurry of reactions from both his supporters and critics. News outlets, social media platforms, and late-night talk shows were abuzz with discussions and jokes about Trump's statement. But amidst the humor and skepticism, some people started asking serious questions. Could there be any truth to what he said? Political analysts believe that Trump's statement was likely a metaphorical expression of his resilience and strength, rather than a literal scientific claim. However, the question remains, why did he choose such an unusual way to convey this message? To understand Trump's statement better, we need to consider the historical context. Throughout history, leaders have often used hyperbole and metaphor to emphasize their strength and invincibility. From ancient emperors to modern politicians, the use of exaggerated language has been a common rhetorical device. For example, Winston Churchill famously said, "We shall fight on the beaches. We shall never surrender," using powerful words to inspire and rally his people during World War II. Similarly, Trump's statement can be seen as a modern-day example of this age-old practice. But let's entertain the idea for a moment. Is it scientifically possible for a human body to be bulletproof? The concept of bulletproofing involves materials that can absorb and dissipate the energy of a bullet. While the human body is not naturally bulletproof, advancements in science and technology have led to the development of materials like Kevlar and graphene that can provide protection. These materials work by dispersing the force of the bullet across a larger area, preventing penetration. However, incorporating such properties into human DNA or biology is currently beyond our scientific capabilities. Next, let's analyze the second part of Trump's statement, that his DNA wasn't DNA but USA. While this seems like a patriotic metaphor, it raises interesting questions about the relationship between genetics and national identity. DNA is the blueprint of life, containing our genetic information. But what if there were elements in our DNA that could be influenced by our environment, culture, or even patriotism? Some scientists are exploring the concept of epigenetics, where external factors can influence gene expression. While this doesn't change the DNA sequence itself, it can affect how genes are turned on or off. Could there be a unique American resilience encoded in some way? It's an intriguing thought. Trump has often touted his health and resilience, attributing his stamina and energy to his genetics. Despite his age, Trump has maintained a rigorous schedule and has often claimed to have extraordinary health. Let's take a closer look at his health history and the factors that might contribute to his claims of being bulletproof. Medical experts note that Trump's overall health, as reported in his physical exams, has generally been good for his age. Factors such as diet, exercise, and genetics all play a role in one's health and resilience. However, the idea of being literally bulletproof remains firmly in the realm of metaphor. Metaphor and symbolism are powerful tools in politics. By claiming that his DNA is USA, Trump is likely invoking a sense of patriotism and strength, aligning himself with the ideals of resilience and invincibility that many Americans hold dear. This type of rhetoric can be highly effective in rallying support and creating a strong emotional connection with his audience. Political analysts suggest that Trump's statement is a strategic move to reinforce his image as a strong, unyielding leader who embodies the spirit of America. It's a way to create a memorable message that resonates with his supporters. The public and media reactions to Trump's statement have been mixed, to say the least. Supporters have embraced the metaphor, celebrating it as a testament to Trump's strength and patriotism. Critics, on the other hand, have dismissed it as another example of Trump's penchant for hyperbole and exaggeration. Some supporters see the statement as a rallying cry, a bold declaration of American exceptionalism. Critics argue that such statements can be misleading and detract from serious political discourse. Regardless of where you stand, there's no denying the impact of Trump's words. Trump's statement is part of a long legacy of hyperbolic statements in politics. From declarations of invincibility to grand promises, leaders have often used bold language to inspire and mobilize their base. Let's take a look at some of the most memorable hyperbolic statements in political history. From Ronald Reagan's "Tear down this wall" to John F. Kennedy's "We choose to go to the moon," bold statements have the power to shape public perception and drive political movements. Trump's claim about his DNA is just the latest in a long line of memorable declarations. In today's world of information overload, it's more important than ever to approach bold claims with a critical mindset. While hyperbolic statements can be effective in rallying support and creating memorable messages, it's crucial to differentiate between metaphor and reality. Let's explore some tips for evaluating bold claims and understanding the context behind them. 1. Check the source. Consider the credibility of the person making the statement and their track record. 2. Look for evidence. Seek out supporting evidence or expert opinions that can validate or refute the claim. 3. Understand the context. Consider the broader context in which the statement was made and its intended audience. 4. Question the motive. Think about the potential motives behind the statement and what the speaker hopes to achieve. Trump's claim about his bulletproof body and unique DNA is a fascinating example of the power of metaphor and hyperbole in politics. While it's unlikely that his statement is meant to be taken literally, it serves as a powerful rhetorical device that resonates with his supporters. It's a reminder of the importance of critical thinking and the impact of bold language in shaping public perception. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our next amazing story. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the extraordinary.